Hi, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 9. So we just finished Vlogmas Day 8 in real life, but I'm going to go ahead and start Vlogmas Day 9 with you. We are going to go do another local kind of activity for the season, and that is a local Christmas church walk. So let's go ahead and get into it and get this video started. Good morning. I hope you enjoyed the tour of churches just as much as we did. It was so much fun. I can't wait to do it again next year. One of the churches is undergoing some pretty major renovations on the inside, and maintenance on their organ, so we weren't able to go inside that church, and so I look forward to seeing the inside of that church. Each of these churches are the oldest in our community, and so hearing their histories and just how faithful God was to keep them up and running through fire and flood. Some of these churches had flood water covering just about everything in their entire sanctuary, and it was devastating to the whole community, much less these churches and the wood and pews and organ material. So it's neat to see kind of how God has brought them all through that. And we even got to see some video of one of the churches from back in like 1929. So it was really, really cool to kind of experience that. Two of the churches weren't decorated for Christmas yet, and I wanted to kind of explain that. So those churches, based on their tradition, do not decorate until after the last Advent Sunday. This year, Advent falls in the 4 preceding Sundays before Christmas, the last Advent Sunday being December 24th. So it's kind of crunch time for them, but that's why they weren't decorated. It's 2 separate distinct time frames for their congregations. So they will celebrate Advent, the lighting of those candles, and the traditions that go with that. And then they will switch gears into the Christmas season once that completes. Today, I'm going to take you along as I make a charcuterie board. I have a coworker that is being a wonderful hostess and is opening her home to several of us coworkers, and so I wanted to make a charcuterie board so that I had something to eat, because I always like to make sure that I'm not putting anybody out by my own dietary choices. So I'm going to make a charcuterie board and a cheese ball, and so I'm going to work on doing that with you today. But that's about it. If you have any other questions about the tour of churches, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. I did get some pamphlets that have a little bit more information on them regarding the history of the churches, and I'll do my best to answer what I can. But let's go ahead and get started on today's charcuterie board. Alright, so I stopped by the store, got just a few things. I'm just doing a simple charcuterie board, so I got pepperoni, salami, 2 different kinds of cheeses. I'm going to go ahead and slice those up. And then I got some onion for the cheese ball. My favorite tool for cutting cheese is a wire cheese cutter. It's got just a thin piece of wire. I find it's the easiest. And then I take a cutting board and put the piece of cheese, the block of cheese, just a little bit off the edge to make it easier to cut. And then just cut it down. And you can adjust the thickness of your cheese slices, so you can make them as thin or as thick as you like. Now that the cheese is prepped, I'm gonna work on the cheese ball. So all this recipe takes is some Worcestershire, dried beef, cream cheese, and green onion. It's really that simple. I made it last year. You can see it on my channel. I will link it up in the cards and down below so that you can go back and watch that video. exactly the time that I use rubber gloves. I don't want this all over my hands. All right, now all of that's gonna go into the fridge until I get to the party hostess's house so that I can assemble the charcuterie board because it just makes it easier to travel. But that is all I have for you today. I've got a hair appointment that I gotta get to, and then I've got another paper to write and the party this evening. So it's just lots of going on, and then I will catch back up with you tomorrow for Vlogmas day 10, double digits tomorrow. I can't believe we're already here. This month is flying. But I will see you then. I hope you have a best rest of your day. But until then, bye for now.